into the far corner. Matteau swoops in to intercept. Matteau behind the net. Swings it in front. He scores! Matteau! 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 Stephane Matteau! And the Rangers have one more hill to climb, baby! But it's Mount Vancouver! The Rangers are headed to the final!
May 27th, 1994, just past 25 years ago to the day, Stephane Matteau with one of the most famous goals in the history of the Rangers, and Howie Rose with one of the most famous calls in the history of the Rangers. The two recently got together to reminisce.
There were 18,200 fans in here. Could you hear me screaming from the booth?
I've been hearing you for the last 25 years.
Matteau! 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 It's the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils in Game 7 of their Stanley Cup semifinal series, the Eastern Conference Finals.
Here's where maybe the most famous goal in Rangers history took shape. You come off the bench, you head to the corner.
The tees-off for the Devils, plays it cross ice into the far corner. Matteau swoops in to intercept.
I had a very good jump on Niedermayer over there, and I knew I could beat him. And I know if I go around and I can take it to the net, then I have a very good chance to score. So I wanted to stuff it or go around the net and try to pass it to one of my teammates going in. I made a fake to stuff it from the short side, but he hooked me very strongly. And my body kind of turned towards the net. So when I went around the net, I had an inch to put the puck in, and sure enough, hit his glove and went between his legs.
Matteau behind the net, swings it in front, he scores!
I had the best seat in the house. I was over the goal. My celebration started before everybody else.
Matteau swoops in to intercept. Matteau behind the net, swings it in front, he scores! Matteau! 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 Stephane Matteau!
Why Matteau, Matteau, Matteau 3 times?
It just came out and didn't stop coming out.
Because I was embarrassed at first.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I was embarrassed. People don't know my first name. But today I cherish it and I can share that with the fans.
For a broadcaster, you only get one crack at a big moment, and you just want to make sure you get it right. And when you scored, and then Sal Messina looked at the replay and said, I don't know, that could have been Esa Tiikkanen's goal, I about had a heart attack.
The Rangers have one more hill to climb, baby, but it's Mount Vancouver.
Did you know I first heard your call 5 or 6 months later, and I had chills.
I never heard myself go that crazy. I thought I blew it. I just thought I was too over the top. We didn't even really know each other the night you scored that goal. Now, one of us gets in touch with the other on May 27th every year. There are a lot of guys in my business who work their entire careers and never get a moment like that.
The Rangers are headed to the final!
Wow.
Thank you, Howie. Never gets old.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure every Ranger fan to this day thanks you.
Amazing, amazing. You know,
That's really cool.
You look at that, so much went into that play. You know, so much went into the goal. There's so many little moments
I've
that make the big
never
moment.
realized the Niedermayer thing and the fact that he used the momentum of the hook that actually helped him make that move. All the things that happened, the angle that Niedermayer took and different things. But I was reading in Newsday when they first celebrated this, and the story was told that it was a year later when they took that picture. And Matteau said, who's this guy? He did. And then somebody said, that's the guy with the call. And he's like, what call? You know, like like you said, he had no idea.
People didn't know that Matteau had a first name.
And that part too, but it's just incredible that kind of a moment. But I love Howie Rose, one of the great broadcasters in New York sports history, and also a great guy. And the fact that he would also say, I thought I was over the top. No, he was just right. He was just right. What a moment that was.
And you know, people forget, Matteau also won Game 3 of that series in overtime. Wins Game 7 in double overtime and won Game 3 in overtime.
Yeah.
And he was obviously a vital part of that entire series.
And Mike Keenan had been pushing Neil Smith all that year. Remember all the moves they made with that team to reshape that roster that whole season. And he kept pushing Neil Smith, saying, I need him, because Matteau was very good for the Blackhawks a couple of years earlier when the Blackhawks were in the finals. And he just knew I needed more size. We needed some more size and strength around the net. It certainly paid off.
All right, one of the great moments in Rangers history. Always great to look back. For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.